All right, you guys, it's a little Pilates, cardio, Sculpt. I'm gonna apologize in advance if I start coughing because my friend was making Mexican food and was heating up all the jalapenos. It was very effective. So here we go, let's start in our wide plie. My hands are behind my head, I'm gonna press back, lean back. I'm gonna come out, twist, out, twist. If it feels better, you can always come down and then push, right? Elbow bends, and then extend and press. Out, and like I'm pressing water. Out, press. Good, let's go. 4, squeeze. 3, 2, last 1, hold here, I'm going to reach, pull, pull. I'm keeping my hand behind my head, so I've got something to press back into, and it's going to give me a lot more lighting up my core. Let's go 20 more seconds. A little cardio, nothing crazy. I'm kind of over crazy cardio these days. That's just me. And my lung capacity. Thank you, COVID. No spin bikes for several months. It's gonna be awesome to go back. Let's go 10. Press your head into your hand. Reach the elbow up. Take your standing hip back. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Take it down into a plank. I'm gonna cross my standing leg over my left, and I'm going to saw myself forward, pike myself up, pull in, saw myself forward, and then from my core, pike myself up. Good. Point, press into your core, pike. Nice and forward, easy does it, use your core. Let's go 3 more. Got a few planks today. So really trying to come from your core and the deeper midline of the body. So inner thighs are squeezing. Let's go, last one. Bring it forward. Point. Full X. Round. Hold here. Lift that top leg. Keep the squeeze. And I'll pulse at 10. 9, coming from the inner thigh, medial hamstring. Good, bellies and shoulders down. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Step it forward. All right, from here, same hand as my forward leg. Opens up, hold that twist. Good, and if you want to point and flex your back foot, getting a little deeper into your hip flexor, quad, go for it. Let's go 3 more. 2. Last one. Good, take it down. And then step your back leg forward. Reach up, hook your thumbs. Reach up, find length through all sides of the body. Good, let it go. Here we go. Other side. Hands behind the head. Okay? From here. And then press. Lengthen. Press. Right? And if it feels better for you, go to the whole arm staying straight, or so the arm staying straight the whole movement, feel free. I really want to think that it's like my hand's an oar. So I'm moving the air. I'm an airbender. Good. Press. Lengthen. Press. Really want to use that back leg. I'm pulling. Like I'm trying to make myself throw up. Yeah, let's go 4 more. Reach. Whew. Reach. Whew. Last 2. And press. Last 1. And press, hold here. I lean. And there's my knee pulls. And again, press your head into your hands. Pull your ribs back. So your front body is trying to move to your back body. Your standing hip is moving back. Your bent elbow is reaching to the sky, not the star and the sky mixed into one word. Let's go 50 more seconds. Good, so it's like you're pulling this Benji taut and then it comes together. Last 5, and 4, 3, 2, 1. Hands come down. Take it back to your plank. Standing leg, crosses over. Soft forward, round. Take it back. Soft forward, round from your core. Take it back. So I go into a tuck. I come forward from my obliques, right there. And then I let my sits bones reach up. Point, press round, and then release your sits bones, neutral pelvis. 2 more. Reach it forward, round it in, take it back, 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 back. Release the pelvis, last one. Forward, round first, use that. And then right at the apex, boop. Hold here, top leg up, pulse is 10, 9, strong standing legs, strong core, shoulders down. Good, we go for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Step it forward. Same, that was the snap of my knee. So awesome. Let's create some space in there. And again, point and flex as you like. Good, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Take it down. I'm gonna come onto my dickadoodle. So I have my heels on my chair. I'm going to keep in that inner line. Heels together, knees apart, toes apart. I lift up. I'm gonna take my leg down and through, up and out. Down and through, up and out. And I'm pressing my foot into my inner shin. So I'm getting that light up of my inner thigh. Good, let's go 5 more. Keep the hip up. It's hard for me on this side. 4. If you want to start threading it through, you can. All right, so instead of touching my foot to the leg, I'm threading the needle. Let's go 1 more. Wherever you are, whether your foot is here or through, start to lift the knee and the hip and sink your belly down. Let's go for 10, 9, 8, head is heavy, neck is spacious. Good. 5, use the deep obliques. 4, 3, 2, 1. Release your, take your legs long. I'm on an awkward angle here, so I'm just gonna work with what I have. Press my shins down, hands behind my head. I'm gonna inhale. As I exhale, my arm comes up and I lift. I press, press, press my hands. Come on down. Good, stretch out. Hands behind my head. I lift. Arms are reaching. I come forward. I press, press, press my hands, reach forward. Let's go 2 more times. Stretch it long. Sits bones away for collars, fingers away from heat. Inhale, exhale, curl. Make it a little more rhythmic. Press left, right, together. Slow it down. Stretch. Last time. Hands behind the head. Inhale, lengthen. Keep the length. Exhale. Reach your arms. Dive forward. Push, push, press. Lower it down. Take it to the fresh other side. So again, heels in, toes out, knees out. Lift. take, my left leg comes out, and I'm going to start by pressing it into my inner shin. Press. That press is going to let me lift that floating hip. So it's a nice little reset. Right? Good. And of course, the real hero, that standing thigh. You'll notice after a while, with that press, you're going to be able to get a little more space, which means if you want to, and you're capable, you can start to thread the foot underneath your bent standing leg. Right? And if you're like, that is not for me, then you just stick with the OG. Right? Just that little press. Good, let's go. 4 more. 3. Last 2. Good. Last one, we're gonna hold wherever you are. And I'm gonna bring that knee up. We're going 10 more times. 10. Feel that hip point pulls up with you. 8. Sink the belly. 7. 6. 5. 4 more. More than halfway there. That's 3. My husband is hammering away. He's making a wheelchair ramp for the property that we're in. River's Edge in Guerneville on the Russian River. Last one. Release. Let's lift those legs up to the ceiling. Take your hands to your hip crease and make sure that you still have a hip crease. So when you lift up, the thigh bones are descending into the back of the hip sockets. Hands behind head. I'm going to lift up and then tap. Lift up and then tap. Good, so just tiny lift, tap, tiny lift, tap. Let's go, a couple more. And tap. And tap. Last one, other side. Lift and tap and lift and tap. All right, from here, I'm gonna come up onto, this is my right forearm, but if I'm mirroring you, it would look like my left. So, I'm on my forearm, I retract my shoulder, press into my forearm. My feet are either stacked or with my top leg forward, okay? From the low belly, inhale, exhale, reach. Lower down, hands down, lift your legs. Good. I go. Lift, reach. Lower, slow. Lift, legs. Lower, slow. Lift, reach. Lower, slow. Lift, reach. Lower, slow. Let's go 2 more. Lift and press. And take it down. Lift, squeeze the thighs. Take it down. Last one. Lift, open. Lower it down. Lift. There's my husband's saw. From here, I'm gonna take my top leg down and over. Nothing else moves. Down and over. Woo! I needed that top hand. Down and over. 2 more. Down. Over. Last one. Down. Over. Keep the cross. Fold. I just did that so you could see. You could fold that direction. It's totally fine. Good. From here, stretch it out. Point your toes. Just open. And then we're going to take it into our first set of planks with elevated feet. So, hands are down. Hoping you guys can see me. I'm here. I'm going to walk my hands up. Draw my shoulders down. One leg comes up. And I lower, bringing my chest forward. Reach. Lower chest forward. Press. lower chest forward. Let's go 3 more. Press. My foot is on a blanket that is moving. That's not safe. Let's go, last one. Reach. Hold here for 4, 3, 2, 1. Wide squat. I'm gonna tap and tap. Good. Send my pelvis back. So belly's in. Press. Press. Good. Here's our countdown. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Squeeze it up. Shake it off. Here's where I'm gonna offer you guys 30 seconds cardio burst. So what I would do is probably a skater, because it's keeping us into those obliques and rotation. Another thing you could do is those jazzy off-center jumping jacks. Again, it'll just move you through your side body. So here we go, 30 seconds, either, right? And you can always take it slow or make it really big, right? Your choice. 25 more seconds. And as you do that, I'm just gonna cool my body down. Oh my God, that jalapeno oil, that shit is no joke. No joke at all. Good, let's go, 10 more seconds. We're gonna take it to our other fresh side in 5. Keep it going. I'd say you look amazing, but I have no idea. 3, 2, 1. All right. So again, got my forearm on the floor. My top leg can either be on top or in front of. And then I retract my shoulder in, locking into my latissimus, and then my obliques, transverse abdominis. I lift up, arc. I look up towards my arm, slow to come down, lift, slow to come down. Good, we go for 1 more. Lengthen sits bones away from collars. Good. Last 4, 2, nice and slow. Don't worry about how high you lift your legs, right? It is a structural, not only physical, right? Good. Let's go, last 3. Lift. Chest is open. So much space between your head and your tail, ribs, and your pelvis. Lift. Breathe. Lower. And lift. Here we go. Last one. Lift. Reach. Lower. Lift. And here we go. Front leg goes back and forth. And back and forth. Trying to keep everything still. Doesn't matter how big your arc is. Good. Let's go for 4 and 3. Last 2 and 1, and then fold. Chest forward and let it go. I really need to shave. Okay, it's enough about me. Here we go for the second set. I'm just gonna move my blanket this time so I have a solid surface so I don't plummet to my death. I start in a plank, feet elevated. I walk it up, and then that leg that was moving, right, comes down and reach. And forward and down and reach. Keep it going. I'm gonna talk to you. So as you're coming down, you're in tabletop. Don't let your belly collapse as you bring that knee in. The knee coming in is not allowing you to tuck. You're trying to fight that desire to tuck as you pull your knee in and come into that tabletop. And then you stretch it all out in that extension pike. Okay, go one more. Good. And then take a rest, bring it up. Second cardio burst, 30 seconds, whatever you want to do. You could even just do knee pulls, right? Doesn't matter. Just something that gets the whole body working together so we're not in that sidedness. All right, let's say 20 more seconds. Good, good, good. You guys were more than halfway through the workout, so there's a light at the end of this long, dark, physical tunnel. Last 4, 3, 2, and 1. All right, so I like this one, but we can debate it. We're gonna keep laying on our hinge, lunge, oblique, glute, extravaganza. So I'm facing a chair, albeit it's a very fancy chair. I'm gonna lunge this foot forward and I'm gonna lean into it with my opposite leg. So it's like that, right? And then from here, I've got that twist. I'm taking that hand down, reaching my arm down, my leg up. So I come down, reach, and down, and reach. Each time, sitting bone back, collarbone forward. And I really want to keep that leg high so that I'm employing my obliques, right? So you can see it's like a arc. And I'm not using my hand just so you can see the leg movement. Down, up. So keep going. If you've got some sacroiliac, I'll say the word wonkiness, but what's the word? Looseness, right? If there's too much movement, I'm needing more compression. Don't do the arc. Instead, squeeze your butt, squeeze your butt. So we're not letting the SI joint have too much movement. We're keeping it pretty closed. So better if you have just had a baby, or have had a bunch of babies, or have weaker glutes, do it this way, right? So it's more sagittal. Good. Let's go 10 more seconds. 10 more. It's also a little bit of cardio, so extra bonus. Good. 5, 3, 2, 1. All right. With a pillow or a yoga block, squeeze it between the knees. Bend your knees. This is kind of, I think it's fun. Bend your knees. My feet are just a little bit apart, not too far, or not too much distance. Hands on my knees. Now watch. I'm pressing my knees into my blanket and then trying to keep the press, but press my knees into my hands. And hopefully what you're feeling is some glute med, some piriformis activation on a very deep level. And this just helps us reset our pelvis. Such a great exercise. Again, if you've got SI instability, had a baby, or again want to work on your glute strength. Let's go 4, right? So you're trying to keep that tractioning in and out. 2, 1. Good work. Coming back onto our plank. We'll get to the other side for another minute and 15 seconds. On your plank, we're gonna do our wide-legged, slow mountain climbers, spider push-ups. So here we are. Find the length of my plank. Hello. And then I take my knee and I'm pressing my butt heel to the back. Switch. Press that back heel back. Try not to move your sits bones Keep your neck nice and long. Good. Your standing leg is working as hard as your bending leg. Reach, reach, reach. Pull, pull, pull. Let's go one more other side. Reach, reach, reach. Pull, pull, pull. Last time with feeling. And release. Bend your knees, roll it up. Another time. Take your stretch. Good. Find it on the other side. So again, I'll set you up. Oh, there is no other side for me. So I'll do it with my booty facing you. So many apologies. I'm gonna come with my opposite elbow in. I'm looking for that rotation. I take it down, hand reaches up. Remember, if I can, I arc and up. Find that rotation and up. If you've got the pelvic instabilities, you come into a lunge, right? And then standing split. So maybe you do half and half until you decide which one is really best for you. Keep it going. Wherever you are though, think length. So length in this direction, and then length in this direction. So think head away from sits bones and heel. Let's say you've got about 30 seconds left. Good. Still working out those jalapenos. Woo-hoo-hoo. 15. Keep the length, keep the length, keep the length. Good. All right, 8 more seconds. We're gonna come back for some core work. I'm gonna use a shoe to be specific. My busted ass Ugg boots. Yeah, these are super bootleg. In 3, 2, 1. All right, here we go. My boot. I'm gonna come down, take my leg, my Ugg back as I reach my legs forward. I'm gonna pull, lift, tap, lower, tap, reach, and lift. I'm gonna go lower, up, reach. I don't think I'm about halfway down. And then I honestly don't know if I'm just changing my arm patterns. Right, you can take it into a big circle, right? Or just do a semicircle. Let's go a couple more times. And as you're doing it, pull your ribs in. Think of the integral scaffolding, right? So those 2 lines, right? So when you're moving your arms and your legs, you're moving vis-a-vis those 2 muscle junctions, obliques, TAs, rectus. Good, let's go one more time. Reach it back, up, ba-ba, ba-boo, and hold it up. Now from here, I have my arms up. I'm gonna crisscross. Take your arms back and forth, and back and forth. Good. Let's go 2 more. I notice that my right side is not as heavy as my left because that's my problem child, and I love it still. Let's get the last one. Good. And back. Hug your knees. I have my left ankle crossed over my right, hands behind my head. Open the elbows nice and wide. Let the knees open, everything is relaxed. Now, as if I'm gonna exhale and everything from the top of my head down the center of my body is gonna contract and lengthen. I'm gonna come up Inhale, exhale. Good. Lower down. Keep the space. Release. Inhale. Oh, exhale. Good. Lower it down. And if you want to challenge, hands move from behind to back. Inhale, exhale. Lower, oh my God. And I'll stick with the first one. Inhale, exhale. Good. Lower. One more, just for luck. Inhale, exhale. Lift, 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 lift. Lower it down. Take your hands and knees position. Same leg. So for me, it was my left leg that was crossed over. My left leg is out and back. I'm gonna point my toe. I'll show you from here. It's kind of hard. I point my toe, get out of there, Ugg. And that's what lifts my foot. So I'm not moving my thigh. I come up, squeeze, up, take it out. Squeeze, take it out. Good. And as I take my leg out, I'm pulling my low belly, so the side obliques are working. Everyone loves the sound of a hammer. I hope you're really enjoying the Zen mellifluousness that is my husband's craftsy work. Let's go 2 more. I've tried like so many times to video while I'm here, and I'm right next to a highway, and they've been doing all this construction, and then another River's Edge occupant will come out and be on FaceTime. So I'm really trying with this. I apologize. All right, here we go. Other side. So, ba-ba-ba. I have hands behind my head. Right ankle, crossover left. Inhale, let it all go. Exhale, lift. Woo. And then lower with control. Knees relax. Inhale, big. And exhale. Good squeeze. And lower, keeping the length in the torso. Good. Exhale. And reach. All right, so I'm trying to reach my sits bones and my hip points away from my ribs. So I'm really trying to keep that space as best as I can. Let's go 3 more. Press, lift, lower. So it's almost like you're leaning, so you're not just dumping into your low back. Press. Right, so I lean, and then I get to the point where you've got to give it some give. Really look for that length, right? That reverse plank, and then begin to descend through that flexion. All right, from there, let's take it. Round 2. So I'm gonna front it up. Some people are backing it up. I'm fronting it up. I reach my right leg back. And in order to lift the foot, all I do is point it up and cross, up and over. I'm trying not to let anything move between my pelvis and my head. So that means that there's a lot of work that has to happen. And you'll notice I take my hands to my low belly, and that's really just to feel what muscles are working underneath my finger pads and my palm. And if it's giving anyway, right? If I feel myself, like maybe I'm breathing and I'm dumping the breath down, pushing my abdomen out, I really want to train myself to keep that lift and tone and ask my breath to move posteriorly, laterally, instead of always just kind of dumping. I know it's completely un-yogic, but I do think that learning how to use your posterior lungs is very beneficial because you got a whole lot more of that posterior lung, right? That's why your ribs are that way. Yeah, Bueller. Okay, let's get one more. Good. And then we're gonna do our plank pikes with or without our chair. So I'm gonna do it without the chair. I was doing these a lot over the weekend for the retreat. So now I'm doing a little tender, but I'll show you, and then I'm gonna show you the modification, and that's what I'll end with in terms of my doing it. So here we go. I have my feet on the plank, or my feet on the chair for my plank. I'm gonna round, walk, pull my belly in, reach my chest forward, walk, plank. So use my core, I'm using my core, and then use my shoulder girdle as I bring my chest slightly forward. And then walk, bring it forward still. So something like we did in our warm-up. Round from your core, walk, and then sits bones back, collars forward, keep the ribs in, take it down, and then straighten out plank, cool. If that feels good for you, run with it. Otherwise, similar, I'm in my plank, round, walk, lengthen, retract the shoulders down, hug in to your waist. Now keep that walk, and then level out to your plank. One more time. Oops, round, use your core, reach, walk, and reach. Good. Release it down. Find a child's pose or a cat-cow. And then come up either to kneeling, cross-legged, standing up. Interlace your hands. Draw your chest forward and then ribs back, jaw back, gaze up. Head can go side to side or turn right and left. Good. And then release it. Find your way to a downward dog, and then retract the shoulders, press, retract, press. One more trying, and then find neutral. Separate your feet. Walk left hand to right, bring it center, right hand to left. Good. Bring it center. Heels in, toes up, walk it back into your squat. Take a little side to side. I'm lifting off one heel, letting my pelvis turn so long it's with my knee. If my knee says no, my body says no with it. Pause at center. And release the hands, reach all the way up, back bend. And let it go. Have a wonderful rest of your day. Thanks for joining me. Sorry about the noise. I'll see you soon.